Sorry if I sound a little out of breath in this video, but I just got back from a bike ride. Something I realized before I went on the bike ride is that you don't hear, well, a lot of, biblical stuff happening these days. And one, that could be for the reason that, Revelations was the end of what we would call the biblical times, and now we're in the more modern times, I suppose, where, we're waiting until Jesus comes back, and then that'll be the end. Here's the thing. I found out another thing, or I realized another thing, and it's that maybe it's because things are happening nowadays, but we don't hear about them as much because of how fast news spreads and how fast news dies. And because there's a lot of stories and a lot of news happening every single second of every single day, maybe that means a lot of that biblical stuff that God's doing is being buried by a lot of other more meaningless stuff, or more harmful things, more evil things that the enemy is bringing into the world. I'm out of breath. But I thought of this. Then David arose and fled that day from before Saul, and went to Achish the king of Gath. And the servants of Achish said to him, "Is this not David the king of the land? Did they not sing of him to one another in dances, saying, Saul has slain his thousands, and David his 10,000s?" That was 1 Samuel 21:10 from David Flees Gath. This shows that a lot of that stuff that was happening back then was being spread very quickly and to large parts of the world, because this was not very close to, where he was. Not very close, and yet they still heard about his acts and what he did to, like Goliath, and like all the things that he's done so far in his life when he's serving Saul. So, things like that were happening. And it's also because not too much news was likely happening back then, at least not as fast as it is happening now. And I think that's because of the fact that a lot of us, then I'm preaching to myself here, not just you, that a lot of us tend to prioritize entertainment and stuff of the world over things of God and media of God. Like, for example, music, videos, movies, TV shows, you name it, video games, stuff like that, books. Like, I would be able to name you, like, I don't know, 2, 3, maybe 4 Christian songs that I know off the top of my head. When it comes to songs that are in my gym playlist, I would not be able. I just realized how much time I've been taking up, so I'm going to say this quick. Prioritize Jesus, don't prioritize the things of the world. I got to do this myself. Love you, Jesus, my name, amen.